And current interest rates have hit a new low as well. It's not super exciting, it's just down a touch, but we'll take it. How's it going, guys? I'm Christopher McGee. I am the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 25th of August, 2025, and this is the Numbers and Nuance. This is the video series you watch when you want to know exactly what Utah's housing market is looking like right now, right this instant. I'm pulling the numbers off the MLS every Monday and plotting them on charts so that you can see those data points trend over several weeks of time. And I bring that to you right here, and then I'll give you also my nuanced opinion of what it all means, because I'm going over a solid 11 variables here. Because frankly, it's irresponsible to just look at one or two variables in a market and decide on what it all means and where it's going. So I'm looking at everything, telling you what I think it means, and then showing the numbers to you. You can make the best decisions possible with the best data possible, and that's why I make these videos. Let's go ahead and check it out. Guys, there's nothing much of note this week as far as nuanced opinion of the market goes. It's really going in a pretty predictable direction given where it's been the last several weeks and months. Now, if you happen to have watched last week's market update video, I just want to assure you that our average sold price has come back down into its normal expected range after the anomaly we got last week. The previous week's video reported an average sold price the week prior of 106 million and change for an average sold price for a home in Utah. That was an anomaly. There just happened to be a lot of high-end luxury homes that sold last week, and it skewed our average. But we're back this week into the expected high 600K range for our average home price. And current interest rates have hit a new low as well. It's not super exciting, it's just down a touch, but we'll take it. And that's pretty much it. Let's just look right at the numbers. So here's what Utah's housing market looks like as of the 25th of August, 2025. Our current inventory stands at 13,449. That is down a touch from the previous week. You can see the trend line going up because these data points start at the beginning of the second quarter. But if you look at just the last couple of months of data points, you'll see our inventory has really stagnated. Really, we're trending pretty level on inventory right now. The prior week's average days on market came to 62. That is up from last week's market update. This data set trending very moderately up right now, as you can see. Last week's average list price came to $704,906. That's down from last week, trending moderately up. And last week's average sold price, which is different from average list price, of course, came to $691,953. So obviously down from last week, bringing us more into the realm of what's expected on average sold price, which is slightly in favor of buyers in our market relative to the list price. And looking at last week's average list price versus average sold price gives us a difference between those two of $12,953 in the buyer's favor. So you'll notice our trend line here is basically useless now on this data set due to the skew that we got on the previous week's report because of how high the average sold price was then. Importantly, last week's median sold price comes to $521,600. More people having an experience at the low 500K range than people having experience at the average range of around 7 to 750. Last week, there were 599 homes sold in Utah. That's down from the previous week, still looking pretty level here on this data set. Right now, there are 5,338 homes under contract in Utah, and that's down a touch from the previous week. Still looking to be on a slight downward trend, obviously fairly level overall right now. Last week, the number of price reductions that happened for homes that are on the market came to 1,496. That's down from the previous week. Still looking stalled around 1,500 because our inventory seems to have stalled around its current count. And last week, the number of listing contracts that were either canceled, expired, or withdrawn came to 428. That's up a bit from the previous week, clearly trending up on this data set. And last but not least, our interest rates are currently sitting at a national average for a 30-year fixed rate conventional loan at about 6.54%. That's a new lowest interest rate for the year. We don't hate it. And that is it for this week. And if you have any questions about the numbers or why I present them the way I do or what they mean, feel free to hit me in the comments. I'm going to be happy to respond. If you or anybody you know is looking to move here in Utah during any time of the last half of this year or early next year, I hope you're comfortable reaching out to me. My contact info is always in the description of the video, and I will be happy to hear from you. And of course, if this is the kind of data that you're interested in staying up on, particularly if you are looking at buying or selling a home in the near future, I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button and you can stay up on it with me from week to week. Thanks for watching this week, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.